Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. If you're new to the channel, welcome to All the Beer No Idea. My name is Baz or Barry. So there's the introductions out the way. If you watch, you know. You don't need to know, do you? Anyway, we're going to a beer now that I picked up just over a week ago from a local independent supermarket, Stan Superstore. And it's from a brewery that's pretty local, really. And it's from Monty's Brewery. And this is a bottle of their Desert Rats Citrus Dry Blonde Ale, limited edition apparently, coming in at 3.8% in a 500ml bottle. If I remember rightly, it was £2.19. All their beers are bottle conditioned. 4p of every bottle sold goes to the SSAFA. It's a charity for the armed forces that provides lifelong support to serving personal veterans and for their families. So that... not very well said there, was it? Quickly, just about Monty's. Monty's Brewery is nestled just below the historic market town of Montgomery, close to Offa's Dyke, on the Welsh border overlooked by the town's 13th century hilltop castle. Founded in 2009, Monty's is a multi-award winning brewery. So there we go. That's their sort of typical sort of labels. They have something very similar normally all the time on theirs. There's their bottle cap, which I do like. So... don't have a Monty's glass, but we got an old school sort of glass. So let's chuck it in there, or put it in there, and see what we get. Hope you're all well. It's Friday. I'm working all weekend. Needs must. And I want some extra beer money, so why the hell not? Now, I've had a few from Monty's, and generally they make some good traditional sort of ales. They really do. Obviously, this is one I've not tried, hence the reason I'm reviewing it. Now, it sort of looks very light. It's got to be said, it's hazy. It's just in my screen. It is sort of blondie sort of colour, blonde, hazy blonde beer. Plenty of carbonation going up. We got about 2 fingers of thick, creamy white head. It does look a little bit light, but it is 3.8%. So I've got to expect it to be sort of light on flavour. Well, not light on flavour, light on body, but we'll see what we get anyway. So let's dive in with the nose, see what we get. Yeah, I mean, do you know what? It's got that... I always assume sort of blonde ales to be... Even British ones, I expect them to sort of be like Leff, and maybe I shouldn't, or Leffy. Have that sort of yeasty sort of thing going on and what have you. And maybe I shouldn't because they're different. But this one, even at 3.8%, has that sort of yeasty, candied fruit aroma in it. It's quite citrusy, like I say, candied fruit. You could say hoppy. It smells all right. It really does smell all right. And like I say, at 3.8%, I'm always dubious at low ABV beers. But I like to try them because, you know, although I might knock a lot of low ABV beers, they're not all bad. So let's dive in with Monty's Desert Rats Blonde Ale. Cheers. Did I say 4? No, I did say 3.8. Yeah, 3.8%. So yeah, let's go in again. Body, I'm gonna say it feels real. It does feel light. I may be being a little bit harsh on it. Like I say, 3.8%. It has for me. Let's do it again because I want to do it justice. Yeah, it is very light. It is very light. I'm going to say it's light rather than wishy-washy or watery. It's more on the light side than sort of like watery or wishy-washy. I'm going to say pretty carbonated. A lot of bubbles in there. And that doesn't really surprise me. I tend to find with lower ABV beers, the body is always a bit lighter generally. And there tends to be more carbonation. So it is a little bit gassy, I'm going to say. And you know, if you sort of the mouthfeel is exactly the same. It's light, a little bit overcarbonated. The mouth feels not particularly great, but it is what it is. Taste wise, it's hoppy. Certainly, I'm halfway down it now. The initial sort of first couple of mouthfuls, you really got that big sort of blonde ale sort of feel to it. You really do get that sort of blonde ale feel to it. You had that sort of yeasty, candied fruit thing going on. There was a big citrus here. Your palate has adjusted, so that is wearing down a bit. It's not so in your face, but it is still there. It's greeted with, like for me, a citrusy, yeasty kind of flavour to it. A little bit of hoppiness behind it. Gentle bitterness as well, running pretty much. That's still running through now. Still running through now. It probably comes a bit more stronger at the end once the flavour's gone, but the flavours don't disappear instantly. They do sort of coat your palate. They do go on for a while. 3.8%. I'm actually going to say this does drink. For me, I get the impression through taste and flavour, this drink's a lot stronger than that. I think if you was to drink this, genuinely, if you was to drink this, did I get it all in yet? It wouldn't surprise you if somebody said, oh, that's 5% that. Because it genuinely has a feel of a stronger beer to it. What do I think of it? Yeah, as a British sort of blonde ale goes, it's not bad. Is it one I would personally levitate to or go back to? Personally not. But I can appreciate the beer for what it is. I think they have done a good job with it. I mean, it'd be interesting if they actually done like a blonde ale that was about 6%. That would be interesting to see what that come out, because I think I'm more the heavier sort of side of them sort of beers. But it's a decent effort from Monty's Brewery. So their Desert Rat gets a thumbs up. If you like them lighter, you know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe and like and share the videos. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.